The Last Bench Legend. In every classroom, some students sit in the front row. They are confident and bold. Some sit in the middle. They are average and do okay. But the last bench, that's where the quiet ones sit. People often forget them. But sometimes, the most powerful stories start from the last bench. This is the story of a boy named Liam Carter, a quiet boy with big dreams. He did not speak much, but in his silence, he was creating something special. Liam was always quiet. He did not like to talk a lot. In every classroom, he chose to sit on the last bench, near the window. It was not the best seat. He could not hear the teacher clearly, but it gave him something he liked: peace and invisibility. On the last bench, nobody asked questions. Nobody looked at him. And that was okay for Liam. Liam was 12 years old. He had simple clothes and old shoes. He was clean, but his things were never new. He spoke very softly, almost like a whisper. Other kids didn't make fun of him, but they also didn't talk to him much. He was not bullied. He was just ignored. To most teachers, Liam was quiet or shy. To the world, he was invisible. But inside his mind, there were ideas, bright and full of energy. Liam lived in a small town called Glenville. It was quiet, with hills, trees, and a river. His school was always busy. There were many smart students. Some were good in sports, others in math, some in debate or music. They always won medals. They stood on stage, smiled in photos, and hung certificates on the classroom walls. Liam watched them from the back of the class. He never felt jealous. But he always wondered, what makes them so special? At home, things were simple. Liam lived with his mother in a small apartment. His mother worked at a diner. She was always tired. They talked very little. Their meals were quiet. There was no father at home. Liam's father had left when he was small. His mother never talked about it. Liam never asked. Their life was slow, but peaceful. But Liam had one treasure, a small toolkit. It was a gift from his grandfather. Inside were tools, screwdrivers, wires, a soldering iron, and some small parts. Liam loved this kit. It helped him speak, not with words, but with hands. When he fixed something, he felt proud. After school, while other kids played, Liam worked. He fixed things, broken toys, old fans, even a calculator from school. Not for money, not for praise. He just loved fixing things. He spent hours at the junkyard, searching for old electronics. He carried them home in a bag. He took them apart, one by one, on the living room floor. It was noisy. It was messy. But it made him feel alive. Then, one day, something exciting happened. "Next month, we are having an invention fair," said Mr. Clark, the science teacher. "Every student must make something useful. The best project will go to the Regional Young Inventors Expo." The class was full of excitement. Some students started planning right away. One boy said he would build a robot dog. A girl wanted to make a voice-controlled light. Another student talked about a weather app. Everyone was busy making notes and ideas. Liam stayed quiet. But in his mind, Something had started. That evening, after dinner, Liam opened his toolkit. He thought deeply. He wanted to make something simple but important, something that could help people. His idea was a hand-powered generator made from waste. He imagined a small machine that could create light by turning a handle. This could be helpful for people who don't have electricity. He didn't tell anyone. Not his classmates. Not his teacher. Not even his mother. Each day after school, he went to the junkyard. He found bike chains, small motors, old gears, and magnets. He brought them home and started building. He drew sketches on the back of notebooks. His hands became rough. His fingers had small cuts. But he worked quietly, with focus. Some nights, the project failed. The light didn't turn on. The wires got loose. The handle broke. Liam felt sad. He cried once, alone in his bed. But every morning he tried again. He remembered his grandfather once said, "Real courage means trying again, even when you are scared." Weeks passed. Nobody asked what he was doing. His mother noticed he was sleeping late. But she thought he was just studying. Liam didn't explain. He was afraid of being laughed at. What if his project failed? The night before the fair, Liam looked at his generator. It worked. The small LED light glowed when he turned the handle. It was not pretty. It was not perfect. But it worked. Still, he was scared. Should I show it? He whispered. But then he smiled. He had come too far to give up now. On the day of the fair, Liam walked into the school gym with a box. Inside was his invention. The gym was full of tables, posters, parents, and students. Everyone looked bright and confident. Liam found a quiet corner. He placed his machine on the table. He wrote just one sentence on a piece of cardboard. Light from waste. Many people walked past his table. Some did not stop. Some just glanced. But then an old man in a brown coat came. He was a judge, Mr. Langford, a retired engineer. "What do we have here?" he asked kindly. Liam stood up straight. "It's a hand-powered generator, made from junk. It gives light." The man turned the crank. The bulb glowed. His eyes widened. "You built this yourself?" "Yes, sir," Liam replied. "No burns, no loose wires. Strong base. Impressive." That evening, the principal announced the results. First prize goes to Liam Carter. Liam could not believe it. For a second, he thought it was a mistake. The gym clapped. Teachers smiled. His classmates looked surprised. Liam walked to the stage. For the first time, people looked at him with respect. His photo was taken. His name was printed in the school paper. But more than that, he felt seen, truly seen. Next month, Liam went to the regional expo. It was in a big city. He wore a borrowed coat. The school arranged transport. At the expo, Liam saw amazing things: robot arms, smart devices, solar cookers. He felt nervous. But he remembered what Mr. Langford had told him. Impress them with honesty. So Liam spoke clearly. He said, "This machine is simple. It helps poor families get light. It's made from things most people throw away. Anyone can build it. The judges listened. One of them, a professor, asked, "Would you like to work on a bigger version someday?" Liam replied, "Yes, but it should still be cheap. Poor people should afford it." The judge smiled. Very wise. Liam won third prize at the expo. But he also won something better, a scholarship to a summer program at the university. There, he saw real labs. He met scientists. He used machines he had only seen in books. It changed him. When he came back, Liam was not the same. He started speaking more in class. He helped others with science projects. He gave a talk at the local library about his invention. He still didn't sit in the front row. But he didn't hide on the last bench either. He chose the middle, not to hide, but to belong. Years later, Liam became an engineer. He created low-cost machines for rural areas. His goal was to bring light to poor villages. He didn't forget where he came from. He often visited schools and gave speeches. But his favorite thing was meeting the quiet kids, the ones who sat alone, who didn't speak much. He would tell them, "You don't have to be loud to be smart. You don't need a trophy to be great. If you have a dream and you work quietly, one day people will see your light." He always ended his speech with one line. Sometimes the last bench is not the end. It's the beginning of a legend.